Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today, it's going to be 5 tips to improve your Lawbringer gameplay. It's kind of a variation on my older video, the Season 6 Advanced Guide, but it's just little tips that you may not think about when play Lawbringer, and overall I think this is going to help you guys as far as just getting better performance, a little more wins, and little things you just wouldn't think about. It's going to make you better, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, so first thing I want to talk about is the parry option, meaning when you parry one of their attacks, what's going to be the proper parry to go for. Lawbringer's got more parry options than most characters. Most people have either just the normal light or the normal heavy, or Assassin's got some kind of weird bleed they can go for. Lawbringer's got a bunch of different ones, so first one I want to mention is off a heavy parry. If there's no wall behind them, then you're going to go for, let me go ahead and turn it on here. No wall behind them, just a light riposte. Simple enough, and it's going to stun them enough to usually where you can get some kind of follow-up after it, or they'll be too scared to parry it. Now, if there is a wall behind them, go ahead and turn around here. You want to go for, oh, get this here. You want to go for the impaling riposte, because then it's going to get you a free top heavy, and then you continue your combo from there. Now be careful doing this, because it does take out a lot of stamina. So, and then the other option you have, wasn't expecting that. The other option you have, it is the zone attack. Really wouldn't recommend this unless you're playing like Dominion or something. You're getting jumped by a bunch of people. Because honestly, it does hit a bunch of people. It does 25 or more in Dominion for Revenge. And you get Hyper Armor. Pretty much is the only Hyper Armor he has, aside from the shove. So, plus that actually does a little bit more damage than the normal light riposte. So, if you need that extra 5 damage, there's no wall around. I mean, honestly, that is an option you could go for, but very rarely you're going to need that, you know, as an option. So, that's light parries, or that's heavy parries. Change the light parries here. Light parries, it's going to be Swift Justice. Oh. Alright. The Ad Mortem, that's going to be your go-to parry, punish off light attacks. Alright, if there's a wall, you still want to go for the wall, or impaling riposte, because then you can go for the other crap off of it. But Swift Justice is still very satisfying, so that's pretty much it for parry punishes. We'll go on to the next step here. Alright, so next step I have here, basically when to dodge and when not to dodge. So, if you notice me, I dodge a lot with Lawbringer, which is different. You don't see that very often. So, a lot of times I'll dodge just based on the situation. Like, for Warden here, usually I dodge the first hit because they're so used to throwing out the double hits that they're going to throw out that second light a majority of the time. So, that's one thing you can do. I mean, if you compare that first light, go for it. Honestly, I'm just more comfortable dodging than I am actually blocking. But doing that, it differs on the situation. I mean, this is Warden, so like usually it's a pretty much a guaranteed parry. Very rarely are you going to throw that second heavy, but you got to watch your opponent. If they're a good Warden, then they may realize you're dodging it. And it works for his dash in attack too, so I'll go ahead and show that. So his dash attack will go insanely far. If you're near a wall and you dodge it, you get a free wall splat. Now you do have the option to parry it too. It is pretty quick, but oh, that little bit early there. You have the option to parry it if he throws it, and go for the riposte usually if there's a wall nearby. But usually I like to dodge it. I mean, dodging, it just works out well for me. It's pretty easy to dodge, and usually get a guaranteed heavy. So, and then etc. You just go from there. So it is your discretion on when to dodge, but moves that are guaranteed, like that they can't cancel, it's just an easy guard break. They can throw out a heavy afterwards, but still usually you can, if you dodge at the right time, you can catch them on it. So just something to keep in mind. This next one I have, it's a big pet peeve. I see a lot of Lawbringers do it. So when you get an out of stamina parry, like someone who throws their last attack, they fall down. And what I see most Lawbringers do is this. Shove nothing, and then that's basically it. So this needs to be your max punish right there. When someone falls down, delayed light, top heavy, and then you go into a 50-50. And that's going to be a lot better. First off, you're going to get more damage, because you're going to get 20 off that, 35 on that. Okay? Now my damage number is different, just gear stats, but Swift Justice is going to do 45 normally. So, one thing to keep in mind, delayed light, top heavy, and then after that, whatever. And do not go for a shove off that, because it's not going to affect them. But it's a great 50-50. So, use that instead of Swift Justice, because this, bad max punish. That's all you get. You lose at least 15 damage, or at least 10 damage, plus the 50-50 opportunity. So, delayed light, heavy, then go for the ad mortem afterwards. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4, you get somebody out of stamina and you get a guard break. Your max punish, basically what I just showed there without the top light. So your max punish is somebody that you throw them out of guard, or throw them out of stamina, or if you're in revenge, you throw them straight forward, you throw a heavy in the same direction you're facing, and then you switch the heavy to the other side. Don't throw them to the side, don't throw them behind you, don't throw them diagonally, just throw them in front of you. And then your max punish is going to be 2 heavies. Now you still have the option to go for a 50-50 if you want to. You can throw them down like that, delay the top light, up heavy, and still go for the 50-50. But they tend to have a little bit more time compared to this one. So just throw them forward, hit them with 2 heavies, because that's honestly going to get you the top punish. So top heavy, side heavy, or if your guard is already to the side, you throw them down, throw them from that same side, and then you throw a top. And actually that combo, if you end it with the top heavy, you actually get a free execution off of it. They can't block it. So just something to keep in mind. That's tip 4. Let's go to the last tip here. Last tip I have, guys. So this is for shove on block. Now shove on blocks, it's a nice option because enemies throwing out attacks, you could shove them away, it stops their attack instantly, it just kind of resets the fight. However, certain opponents, if you go for shove on block, you don't have hyper armor. So if they hit you while you're shoving, you just take damage and then the fight stops. You lost the engagement. So, for example, I got Oromusha here. He's the biggest example of it here. Go ahead and pull this up here. Alright. Tip 5. And this works specifically on characters with fast attacks, so Oromusha is a good example. If Oromusha throws the side heavy out, and you go for a block, or a shove on block, yeah, that happens. You just take the hit, and then you don't get anything out of it, so. Just like that. See, I just took damage, and he... Yeah, I took damage, and then he just reset the fight. Now, if he throws a light, it's not going to matter, but if he throws his first heavy out, just lose the fight. So, in this case, what you want to do, if you do block this, just expect the top hit, and then parry it. I mean, because they don't have anywhere else they're going to go with it, most likely. Now, you're free to block that one, but yeah, something to keep in mind. This works against characters like Berserker, Orochi, anybody with fast attacks. You don't want to shove if you think you're going to get hit by the next attack, because it's not going to do anything for you. Even then, I think he just hit me with a top heavy. See, even right there, it still took damage. So, you got to know when to shove on block. You got to know when to parry. Use it wisely, because, honestly, it's better to go for a parry or just a block than to go for the shove. So don't do that. Parry. And aside from that, guys, honestly, I think that's about it. I mean, there's many more tips I could go over, but these are important ones. They're little tweaks to your game that I think could help you out. I hope this was informative. I hope it helped you guys out a little bit. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. See ya.